Or if you're not in the area and want to try of Nebraska. Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Step into the octagon if you dare. This is Lionheart Live with former UFC light heavyweight Anthony Lionheart Smith on 93.7 The Ticket. Lionheart Live is sponsored by Canopy Street Market, located at the corner of South Canopy and N Streets in the Haymarket. Here is your host, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Oh, it is a groove. And the groove tells you we're going in the Lionheart Den. We're going to go in. We're going to set him free. He's been marching around the octagon, just stomping his feet and pounding his gloves together. So I think he's ready to launch. 402-464-5685. You want to be a part of what we're doing, you can reach out and be a part of Lionheart Live. Choose. You can follow on all the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961, and the Ticket app if you want to do that. Mr. Bakoven, kind sir, if you would please pay the bills.
Today's show is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing you the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit hamiltontel.com for more info today.
Thank you, Bach. Appreciate you, kind sir. He is the one and only Anthony Lionheart Smith. Kind sir, what up with you? What's happening?
Well, what are we doing, man? How are you? Are you really? How are you deep down inside after Monday night?
I'm fully expected. Listen, that's just like going to the dentist. I knew that was going to hurt.
It was a close game early, though.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just it. Did you go to the dentist? You go, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Like there's gauze and blood, and it's not so bad. And then after, you realize at the tail end of this thing, I can't wait for this to be over, bro. Can you stop abusing my mouth? Can you stop hurting me? That's literally why I had friends that are like, "Hey, we're going to the game. You gonna meet us there?" No, I'm not. No,
no, I'm
no,
not.
I'm not going to volunteer to go to the dentist. What is wrong with people?
Man, I know Marcus Mariota's getting a lot of heat right now. I think their game plan was bad, but I think he would be way better if they utilized him as a running back, like a Christian McCaffrey type of running back. He's fast, he runs well. The Chiefs just sniffed it out early every time.
Well, I mean, I think the big issue. I mean, they're beat up. Like that's a beat up team, and your best players aren't playing, and they
started the season beat up. We're not that far in, DP.
Yeah, you're. I mean, they did. I mean, when McLaurin's not in the space, he's not at camp. Your leadership is not in the camp, and you have a young quarterback that needs the consistency. He needs everything in order, everything in place, and you didn't do that as an organization. You didn't do that. You allowed the business to get into the way of the foundation of it. And that's what happened. That's literally what happened. So it's like, okay, this is what we're doing, and we're gonna take the beating. Now, I think the team is actually where it would be. It should be a 4-4 team instead of a 3-5. It gave one away against the Bears, but that's what cost you. So okay, fine. But you don't get a break because here comes Seattle, and you're still facing the team, the AFC Championship. I don't care what the records say. I don't care what the standings say. The AFC Championship, once again, will go through Kansas City. That doesn't change. Ric Flair said it. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And I don't trust any other team or any other quarterback or any other coach in the AFC more than I do Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That they're still the team to beat. You put them on prime time on a Monday night. What did you think was going to happen with the number 2 quarterback? Exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened. And with Rice is back. That's a game changer. Rice is back. Now he's starting to get in his flow. He was back last week, but didn't. I mean, he played well last week, obviously, but I think he's finally in the game flow right now. And when Travis Kelce is producing, that team's hard to beat. It really is.
Yeah, I mean that looks like exactly what we expected. I mean, yeah, it took them a while to ramp up to it, but there's no rule that says
that's been the case the last couple of years too.
Right.
It's I think I actually talked about this last week where it's like these guys aren't showing up at the beginning of the season in football shape. Travis Kelce looked soft early. He did the same thing last season. He looked soft. He looked out of shape. He was tired. Took a lot of plays off. And now he's leaning out again. He looks faster. He's coming out of his cuts better. It's like, God damn, man, can you just do this at the beginning of the season?
Well, it's not like he doesn't have stuff going on.
Well,
Listen,
it's a rough life being engaged to Taylor Swift. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, right. But let me ask you the question, right? Could you be the number 1 UFC fighter in the world, dating, engaged to, and about to get married to Taylor Swift? Do you think that is that an honest question to ask?
It's a fair question. And no, I couldn't do what Travis Kelce's doing right now.
Right.
He's already made a fortune. He's already won Super Bowls. He's already been on the commercials. He's been there, done that. And now he's about to, start a whole new relationship and marriage with Taylor Swift, who's got 80 times the money that he's got by far. She's got pilots that make more money than Travis Kelce, probably. and to be fair, I'm curious why he's still here. And I'm not saying I don't want him here. I'll take as much Travis Kelce as I can get. He's got a crazy successful podcast. He's got a couple really successful businesses. I just don't know why. I mean, that says a lot about his character and like his competitive itch that he's trying to scratch. But the father and husband in me say, man, we got enough. We got enough out of you. Why don't you go do something else? Like go be married. Go enjoy your honeymoon phase. Go travel around and just be her arm candy. And I don't know if they want to have kids. I don't know. It's none of my business. But like if that's a thing, like just go be a dad. And like, could you imagine Travis Kelce as your dad? That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. I mean, can you imagine your parents being Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? Talk about starting on third base.
No, you're standing at home plate on the other side. You're just literally waiting to take whatever step you're going to take. We can't. I mean, this is how far in the stratosphere this thing is. That Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid as a coach does not get the Bill Belichick hoodie treatment or the Jimmy Johnson treatment or he doesn't get the great coach treatment that every other coach in his situation and circumstance would get. Patrick Mahomes does not get the full, he's not getting the treatment that other quarterbacks who did not that there's only two, right, that have done what he's done. He's finally maybe getting some of the Brady treatment, but he was disrespected all year. People mock him and make fun of him. And then
sometimes it be your own people too. Like when Travis busts out in the Kermit the Frog voice.
It's always your own people. It's always your own people. But to say that this is, I don't have many regrets in life, but I do regret the fact that I was not in Lincoln, Nebraska during the late 90s, the mid and late 90s, to watch what this was like. And then we could fast forward and put it into a media era, a social media era of coverage and conversation and access to stories and access to people's lives. Because I just think that would have been somehow, if somebody could go back and recreate those years, I would like to see the miniseries. I would love to watch.
Oh, it'd be great. It would be absolutely incredible. And, and I think Patrick doesn't do himself any favors, though, either. Neither does Andy Reid. Like Belichick, as big of a weirdo as he was, and is, he leaned into a lot of that stuff, like the cutoff hoodies and once people realized he didn't like doing media and interviews, he kind of leaned into that and did even less of them. So, he was a social media star on purpose without trying, if that makes any sense, because he leaned into all that stuff. And Brady is a marketing darling, and he's he knows what he is. He's the I don't know, the good old boy, the dad that's really good at stuff. You know what I mean? And he leaned into that. And Travis Kelce leans into who he is. He's he's a bro. He's the fist bumping in the club, and he leans into that. Mahomes isn't that guy. He's just he wants to play football and go home.
Travis Kelce has transitioned. Like they show the pictures of Travis Kelce in college, then him 7 years ago when he was a bro.
Oh yeah.
And then now he's a Taylor Swift bro. He's
a Swiftie bro. And I'm here for it. I don't listen to any of Taylor's music. I'm a big fan of their relationship though, which is weird.
Remember when Travis would score and Travis would hit the move? Travis would put on a show. Travis is not that dude anymore. Travis has transitioned, man. He is. I fully expect him to hit the bye move. Like
he scores now, and he's just looking around like, "Where's my girlfriend at? Did she see that? She's seen that, right? All right. Hey, babe.
Boys, it was."
Listen, I don't even care if people hate it, but I'm here for it.
Oh no, it's in space. But yeah, I knew that Monday night in Kansas City was not for me.
It wasn't for me either. I was driving down there. I took my my three older daughters, and then one of my oldest daughter's best friend. Take him down. We got, I got a buddy down there we're going to go tailgate with. He owns a little parking lot area. We're going to eat some food and hang out. I'm taking the exit right by the stadium, and I hit this pretty big bump and bent 3 wheels. I hit a pothole. They bent 3 wheels on my Suburban. So then my tire was leaking. I had to go to a gas station. This is how I'm from Nebraska. I couldn't find a hammer because the rear wheel was bent so bad that it was leaking air. So I try to air it up, and it's leaking. And so I go and get a bundle of wood, and I beat the rim back into the seal with a bundle of wood. like one at a time. I'm just cracking them all the way through with this wheel. And then, so then I was able to fix a flat in it to plug whatever little hole was left. I drove all the way home from Kansas City like that Monday morning.
No.
For sure.
All of that is no. And the fact that you had all the girls with you. Certainly.
Oh, and they're sitting in the car like, what are you doing? Dad, why are you beating on your car with a piece of wood? Like, get back in the car. You don't worry about me.
Home. That's why.
Yeah, I need to because I got a hotel down over by the airport, and then because it was late and whatever. So I still had like a 30-minute drive.
All of it. Like
that's about as Nebraska as you get, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's there. Are you coming to town for USC or no?
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Possibly. Depends on my kids' volleyball schedule. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I didn't. What are your thoughts on the blackout, on the black unis? Are you a sea of red guy, or are you cool with the?
I'm cool switching it up. Yeah, I like switching it up. It looks cool. I think the players feel cool when you get it's a nice switch, nice change of pace, and I just think it's I don't know. I know what it feels like to put on like when they switch the uniforms and the shorts and stuff in the UFC. Like it just feels good to put something different on. So I'm for the players. I'm with it.
While we're there, because I know that all of that is Adidas money business. People as fans are like, we want the traditional, but you have agreements in place with Adidas that you're going to help us sell some new stuff, and that's in the playbooks. Like that's a part of it. So walk us through for UFC, because there are tons of contractual things that are done with weigh-ins, gear that's worn in the octagon, gear that's worn on the way to the octagon, gear worn in the post press conference. Mm-hmm. There's money tied to all of that stuff. Give the folks a little bit of what those contractual agreements and benefits are.
I've never had so many people check my underwear in my whole life.
Yeah,
they're constant. They're checking your underwear, your socks, your shoes, your everything. So anything that the media day, you can pretty much wear whatever you want. One time I went to media, or maybe I was showing up fight night. I was wearing they don't do competitors. So like if you got a huge Nike t-shirt on, mm-hmm. or something similar, like a big huge brand that maybe competes. So there's not a lot of competitors with Venom, so that does help you. You don't need you don't have. It's not nearly as bad. When it was Reebok, it was really bad. You like no Adidas, no Nike, no Under Armour, none of it. So that was harder. But now that it's Venom, there's not that many competitors. But when I was showing up, I think I fought in Charlotte, and there was a basketball player from Nebraska that played that at the time. I don't know where he is now.
Yeah, Bryce.
Yeah. So I wore his jersey to the fight, and they taped over the Nike symbol on the jersey. But media day, you can pretty much wear whatever you want for the most part. But weigh-ins, you have to be 100%. They give you all the gear that you have to wear. So here's your weigh-in fit, and then here's all the clothes to train in during the week. And then if there's any like UFC scheduled marketing or media obligations, they're pretty tight on those. Weigh-ins, you have to, it's underwear, socks, pants, shorts, jacket, t-shirt, hoodies, whatever. And then fight night, when you get there, your entire fight kit is set up. It's a real cool little setup, though. They have these little lockers that they take all over the world, and they've got big nameplates with your name on it. And then inside of it is a shirt, like your walkout shirt, your walkout jacket, there's pants, your fight shorts, and then they'll come in and give you your gloves and all of that stuff. And then your cornermen have the same thing, just without the fight shorts and on that part of it. But you don't have to wear all of it, but anything you do wear has to be what they give you. So some guys don't wear the pants and they'll wear the hoodie. Some people wear the hoodie and just the shorts, or sometimes just t-shirt and shorts, t-shirt and pants, whatever. Any combination of that stuff. You don't have to wear all of it, but anything you do wear has to be part of that.
And then you get paid according to meeting the compliance.
You get paid for all of that. But it's a tiered system. So I've been maxed out on that for a long time. So it's like 1 to 4 fights is set amount. It was like $2,500 or $5,000 or whatever it is. And then 5 to 7 is whatever. And then I've been at the max for a long time, and I think it was. I mean, I don't care. I'll tell you guys. I think it was like $31,000 for a fight
See,
week.
Hey, Bach, you see the casualness of that? Yeah, it's like 30 grand.
Well, shit, I mean, it's for the it's that's what you get for the week.
But here's so.
But if you mess it up, then they'll start fining you out of that. And then if
Right.
you mess it up really bad, like one time Cowboy Cerrone got fined big time. Like not just his entire like compliance pay for the week. He got fined out of his fight check too, like a percentage.
Yeah.
Like big time. But he took his fight shorts. And I believe so back in the day before we had this, these compliance things we had to do, and you could kind of just you kind of put your own thing together. You had your own sponsors on your shorts and banners and all that stuff. Cowboy's grandma would always sew, because Cowboy Cerrone used to be a bullfighter. So his grandma, every time he would fight, would sew like a 4-inch strip on both sides of his pants of his like bullfighting shorts.
Yeah.
So it would be like, like say tap out shorts on the front, tap out on the back, but connecting the front and the back, she would sew this strip of his. It was always super cool. It was like a really cool thing that his grandma always did for him. So when all this stuff started, he didn't like that. So he took his fight shorts like the day of the fight. Somehow he got a hold of them, which we're not allowed to do at all. Somehow he got a hold of them, and his grandma was waiting in his RV in the parking lot. He ran them out, and she sewed it in, and then he walked out in them. UFC flipped out. Flipped out, bro.
That is diabolical. Like that is, but that, you know what? If you said to me anybody would do that, yeah, Cowboy, that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, checks out, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. And
I got fined one time out of my compliance pay. It was a lot though. There was a pretty big fine for what it was. I refused to do. I didn't refuse the media day. There was like 3 people that I refused to talk to. So they would ask questions and I'd ignore them. And I kind of made a big deal of it.
Oh.
So if I would have said,
oh, okay.
Yeah, if I would have said, hey, I don't want to, like, if I would have said before, I don't want to do an interview with that guy, they would have just told him, you can't ask him any questions.
Right.
But I didn't. I just, like, he'd ask the question, and I just stared into his soul. And then, then someone else would just jump in because it was uncomfortable, and then they would ask a question. I'd answer their question totally fine. And then another person that I wasn't going to do an interview with would ask a question, and I'd just stare into their soul. And I just look around the room like, someone else going to ask a question, because I'm going to leave.
Why? So tell us, why? Is there any chance you can tell us why you wouldn't answer their question?
Yeah, this is around the time I stopped doing media. I don't really do interviews anymore. I'll do a couple. Obviously, I'm on here with you all the time, and I got my own, like, that's not an interview though. We're just hanging out. But
right.
I got my own platform that I can, if I want to put stuff out, I got my own platforms to do that on. I could do it here. I could do it on the podcast.
Yeah.
There's places I could do it.
Yeah.
I'll do Ariel Hawani.
Yeah.
I'll do Ariel, but that's really it. There's a real cool cat in Australia that I don't do very often because it's always at weird times, because we're 12 hours or 13 hours difference. So it's, he'll like, he texted me yesterday and said, hey, could you do an interview at 9 p.m. LA time? No, I guess no, I can't. It just doesn't work. But I stopped doing media because I started getting, I call it getting media'd. And when I started getting popular, I was very honest and forthcoming with information. Like, people would ask a question, I would just be honest. Well, then they take whatever I say out of context, and then they put that as the headline. So if, it doesn't matter if it makes sense. Did I say those words? Yes, I did say those words. But the context in which I said them makes a difference. And then let's just be honest here and face it. We're in a generation and in an era where nobody clicks the link. Yeah. They just read the headline and they just make up the rest in their head, and then they go on. So I'm having people coming up to me like, man, I can't believe you said that. Said what? And then they'll say it to me. I'm like, I didn't say that. And they'll say, yes, you did. Look. And they'll like pull up their phone. I'm like, click the link, idiot. Read it. And then they'll read it and they go, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it does if you actually read the article. But that's what people started doing. So then I fought Glover, and that went how it went. And then there was a couple like 3 or 4 media like outlets that just buried me big time. Buried me, buried my coaches, buried my training partners, just talked mad trash. And it was way beyond like being just a journalist. It was like they were kind of like trying to step on my throat while I was down. And so I remember I read it, I see it. So I compiled a list. So I'll never talk to that guy again.
Like
to this day, they still reach out and they still like apologize.
It's ghost. It was just totally just one read.
No, I block them.
Just to do
I've seen them in person sitting by you in the media area, and then they'll like send a text like, "Hey man, love the suit," and I'll read it and look right back at them and ignore it.
They look at my phone. It's the funniest thing. They look at my phone like, "Oh, you're talking to Anthony?" Yeah.
He don't mess with us no more.
Well, it's always funny in that room because then they're trying to figure out, okay, what is going on with the DP guy? Like he's getting into different corners. And my thing is just treat people the way you want to be treated. There's simplicity in that. I'm not going to say anything about you on the internet or on a radio show or a TV show that I wouldn't say to you if you were sitting next to me or that we were in a dark closet, right? Listen, there are too many people that have the freedom to say a thing and not be accountable for it and have no reason to say it. It's like, wait a minute. You do realize that this dude is an alien and could punch you into next week, and you're gonna upset him to say a thing just to get clicks? Bro, those clicks aren't worth it. Those clicks aren't going to pay your medical bill. But
your media in your platform sucks.
Right.
You're gonna do all that for 18 clicks?
Right.
You're gonna burn down every opportunity you have to do any kind of media with me over the 18 clicks and the $4 you made. That's insane, dude. I'm dealing with it right now with the Aspinall thing. You know how many people are like blowing up, like, man, you got no place to speak on that, and you do from your mom's couch,
right?
Your grandma's basement. I don't have a place to like, and they don't debate you. Nobody's debating my points because my points are all valid. What they do is then they attack your character and my own career. Okay, you're right. I didn't win a title. You have to go to work at McDonald's in the morning, like, which is a great job. And I'm not bad mouthing anybody that has to do that. But don't talk to me. You don't tell me I can't talk about fighting. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Bach and I have had these discussions all the time. I'm like, wait a minute. The real issue, and in this space, I strongly suggest to any host, talk about what you know and have experienced, or be curious about what you don't know and have never done. And there's a difference between speaking from knowledge of when you don't know, that literally is the definition of knowledge, and to say that to people on a regular basis. Just if you've never done it, ask how it's done, right? Ask about it. It's okay to ask about it. But the moment you get into, well, my opinion is valid. No, your opinion
not
is
here.
not here. No,
not here.
I'm
not trying to hear it.
Get into an octagon with me and then tell me all about it.
No, and also, please, when you're sitting on your couch watching this magical thing that we call television, and there's the man that's being paid to sit up on the ESPN worldwide leader in sports, and you're going to tell me from the couch that I'm wrong? That's okay. That's an interesting take.
That's a thing.
Yeah. There's two guys there that fought for multiple world champions against the best guys in the world for over 20 years. Between us, we got 200 fights. And the person that's never done it is going to say, no, that Anthony Smith guy's crazy. He has no idea what he's talking about. He had no clue.
It's legit. We're gonna
I just laugh at it. Like, they think they're hurting my feelings too, because they're like, he's just sitting home reading the comments upset. No, he's not.
Right. We will take a break. When we come back, I do want to ask about Aspinall. I want to talk about the fight. Because I think in this space, you were right in that it's the missed opportunity of having clarity, in that the fighter that has talked so much about wanting to fight the best to ever do it had an opportunity to make a statement, and the statement is an incomplete. It's an incomplete. There's no other way to say it. And that there are things now in the water that we're going to have to deal with because we still don't have an answer on who the baddest man on the planet really is. So we'll ask Anthony about that when we come back. Lionheart Live here on the Ticket.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
There's always a new experience to be had at Arbor Day Farm in Nebraska City. From events, adventures, wine tastings, or the Discovery Ride, you can never get tired of seeing what the property has to offer. Make a weekend out of it by staying at the Lead Lodge and enhance your stay with their special packages that include luxurious treatment. Learn more or book your adventure today online at arbordayfarm.org.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Bonsall Pool & Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool & Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com. Celebrate Halloween with the Lincoln Stars a day early on Thursday, October 30th as the Stars host the Sioux City Musketeers. Wear your favorite costume to the game as there's a contest for both adults and kids with prizes for both age levels. Also, it's a Chuck-a-Puck night and PBR beers are 2 for $6. It's Halloween Eve at the Icebox on Thursday, October 30th versus the Sioux City Musketeers. Get your tickets today at lincolnstars.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, everybody. Charlie Stone back again with Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, there are so many great things to talk about right now. Let's start with new and pre-owned vehicles.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, we're all excited those days of inventory shortages are behind us. Right now, we have more than 400 new Hondas to choose from and over 125 pre-owned with just about any make or model in stock.
I know certified pre-owned Hondas are a very important part of your dealership. Tell us about certified, Andy.
We always have a great selection of certified pre-owned Hondas in stock in like new condition, and they also come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
How about service?
You know, our amazing service department not only services Hondas, but we service just about any make, and we are one of the largest tire dealers in the state. Look us up the next time you need tires on your car.
Experience the best of the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. Scotch. That's 402-560-6197.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Time to go back into the Lion's Den. This is Lionheart Live with your host, Anthony Smith.
Welcome back to Lionheart Live. You know, there are moments that determine like the location, elevation of the sport. And in combat sports, when you get to the heavyweight division, there needs to be some finality. There needs to be some clarity. There needs to be some 100%ness to it, where you know that the heavyweight champion of the world, in track and field, the 100-yard sprint winner is the fastest human on the planet. The fastest human on the planet. In the UFC, more so than heavyweight boxing, the UFC champion is currently the baddest man on the planet. And we had an opportunity, Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall, and there was a lot of buildup to it. There was a lot of hype behind it. So, Anthony, kind sir, explain to folks what happened last weekend in the heavyweight division in the UFC.
Anthony, we have to unmute your mic here.
Wow, what an amateur.
Yeah.
That was an amateur move. Okay, so to set up kind of where we ended up, we got to kind of go back to where we started.
Yep.
John Jones was the heavyweight champion of the world. He was supposed to fight Stipe Miocic at Madison Square Garden. He got injured. Tom Aspinall comes in and fights for the interim heavyweight title versus Sergey Pavlovich and wins it. And then John Jones, just to fast forward a little bit, does what John Jones does. He ends up fighting Stipe, beating Stipe Miocic, and then everyone thinks that he's going to fight Tom Aspinall. Well, John isn't really too hip on Tom Aspinall. He doesn't think he's very good. He doesn't think he's not as good as everyone's hyping him up to be. And I think some other things were in play there. And John just says, you know what? I'm kind of done with this fighting thing anyways. I've kind of done it all. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm going to retire. So then Tom Aspinall says, I retired John Jones without ever fighting him. I believe in sports sometimes there's this weird thing that happens where our hatred for one will elevate the other. And it's not always deserved. And I'm not saying, again, I need to be super clear. I'm not saying that Tom isn't what everyone says he is, but we haven't seen it yet. I've been very critical of Tom at times, and not in a negative way. I think he's a lovely human. I've been around him. I've met him. I've done interviews with him. He's a sweetheart of a man. But I've been very critical of his performances and his style. He's dominating people, but they're all stylistic dreams for him. It's guys he's big, he's powerful. He's 260, 270 pounds. He's really fast. He moves really well conditioned so far. Got a good jiu-jitsu game, got a great grappling and wrestling game, hits really hard, but he's fought a bunch of people that are some of them are kind of blown up light heavyweights. Some of them are not very good strikers. Some of them are not very good grapplers. They have big holes in their games, and he exploits them. So Cyril Gane, at one point in time, when John Jones won the heavyweight title, he won it beating Cyril Gane, and it was fairly fast. It was pretty non-competitive, and he blows right through Cyril Gane, takes him down, chokes him, and that's it. Well, now John's gone. Aspinall is the undisputed champion by default, and now he's going to defend his title for the first time. Well, Cyril Gane hasn't lost since he lost to John Jones, so he's next up. He's next in line. Cyril Gane gets the title shot. Now, I told everyone all week long, don't let your hate and want for like your want to see a John Jones loss make your lion eyes try to tell you the truth. Your eyes are seeing something that's not there. Aspinall is not John Jones. So don't tell me John Jones took down Cyril Gane and smoked him and it was pretty fast. Yeah, that's great. John did. But we're not talking about John Jones. We're talking about Tom Aspinall. We keep forgetting that. So the fight starts, and I say all week, he's fighting a mirror of himself. Cyril Gane had like 29 professional kickboxing fights. This is also this is the same guy that everyone told me all week long. I don't know if Cyril Gane can take the power of Tom Aspinall. I don't know if he can stand with him. It's the same man that was an undefeated kickboxer at 29-0 and spent 25 minutes in the octagon with Francis Ngannou and stayed awake the whole time and turned, if we all remember, because we're remembering it wrong. I remember watching Francis Ngannou turn into a wrestler because he didn't like the striking game of Cyril Gane late in that fight, and he needed to win some rounds to get him in the bank to try to win that fight. And Cyril Gane was well on his way to winning that fight until he fell back into a stupid little ankle lock and ended up finishing the round on the bottom and lost. But that's so what I'm trying to do, DP, is I'm trying to tell people the truth.
Mm-hmm.
This is a man who outstruck Francis Ngannou, the same guy that a lot of people think outstruck Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that long in between all those things. He is not, and I just kept saying, could Tom Aspinall knock him out? For sure, if he catches him. Is he going to outstrike him for 25 minutes? I would bet everything I own that doesn't happen. Now, could he get clipped and go out? For sure. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
But like, is he going to outpoint him for 25 minutes? I wish I was allowed to gamble on fights because I would have bet everything I have that's not going to happen. And Cyril Gane 3 years ago when he fought John Jones said that he was going to commit his entire career to fixing his wrestling game. And I believed him. Well, then they go in there and fight. And what happens? Cyril Gane styles on Tom Aspinall on his feet. He's got him banged up. His nose is bloody. He's tired. He's mouth breathing. He looks uncomfortable on his feet. So then what's his check down? Everyone said he's just going to wrestle and he'll beat him. Shoots a takedown. He doesn't even get close. Now, if we're talking about lighter weights, they could keep shooting and eventually maybe you get one and that changes it. At 260 or 270 pounds, the first one is going to be the best one. They're all good. It's all downhill after that. You got a large body with a lot of muscle and a lot of mass that you're feeding, and you already look tired. And we're only halfway through the first round. So I don't suspect that it's going to get better after that. And then unfortunately, Tom Aspinall kind of blitzes forward. Cyril Gane is a very hand open. He's a very handsy fighter. He only really closes his hands when he's throwing the punches, and he uses his hands to defend a lot. And he inadvertently pokes Tom Aspinall in the eye. And Tom said right away, I can't see. Well, we all know what happens in this sport when you start saying those words, I can't see. They're going to stop the fight. He couldn't continue, and they stopped the fight. It's a no contest. Tom Aspinall retains his title. And now I have to do it again. That's what happened.
From the fighter purview, and it wasn't just Anthony Lionheart Smith, Michael Bisping. It wasn't just these folks. It's Demetrius Johnson. It's the full range of people saying, from the fighter perspective in the space, that blurred vision is a part of it. It's a part of it. You have to fight through, or there are those that would fight through, and then there are those that won't. I like to say that in sports, there's the third. That rule applies. That a poked eye, there's a third of the fighters who would accept the win and move along. A third of them would say, you know what, damn that, I'm going to fight anyway. Whatever I get, I get. Then there's a third who's like, nope, it's not even a question. I'll fight with one eye and let's get it done. From a fighter perspective, what do you think should have happened?
See, and this is where I get into a weird spot because I'm not Tom Aspinall, so he's the only one that knows how bad it really was. I can tell you for certain that I personally will fight. If I gotta use one arm to hold on to my head because it's falling off, then we're going. I'll throw it at you. We'll figure it out. But that's me. And I don't expect people to do what I do or to make decisions that I've made. But we also don't have to guess. I've done it. We've seen it. We've seen my eye completely swell shut. Now it was a legal shot. That does make it different. Mine was a punch. His was a poke.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's not forget me walking away from the doctor when she's trying to have me count fingers and I can't see it, and I'm trying to get Mark Montoya to give me some hints, and I'm giving her the wrong answers, and I just pushed her hand away and said, "Let's go. I'm fighting. If you want to fight, you'll find a way." Yeah. And that's what I said on the desk, and that's what people are mad about. It's because I said I would, and I also said they asked me what the narrative on Monday was going to be, and I'll tell you what the narrative is going to be. The narrative is going to be that Tom Aspinall found himself in a fight that was harder than he thought it was going to be. And when he had an opportunity, he looked for the door. Now, I'm not the one saying that. I would never say that about another fighter because I'm not in their head. And I know that there's so many of us and we're so different. All of us are different. But that's what the narrative is going to be. They're going to say that. I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to say how hurt he was or wasn't because only he knows that. Some eye pokes look really bad and really end up not being that bad. And some of them don't look like anything and are worse than you expect. But what Chael said was, you're the heavyweight champion of the world. Sometimes you have to figure out how to fight with one eye. And that just, as a sport, is part of it. Sometimes you got to figure out how to fight with blood in your eyes. You got to figure out how to fight with your eyebrow hanging off your head. That's, a broken nose. You got to figure out how to do it and mouth breathe. Sometimes you have to figure it out. Now, it being an accidental foul changes the narrative there a little bit. But generally, I think that's a fair assessment. And people are really upset. Mostly people from the UK are very upset.
You're talking about our guy.
Yeah, I'm talking about their guy.
Yeah.
And I predicted what the fight was going to look like, and I was right. And then I think that they think that me and Chael are questioning his toughness. And there's a lot of people that think that. And I'm not questioning his toughness. I'm just telling you what I seen. If you don't like it, change the channel. And that's how I look at it. But you guys are always going to get my honest 100% opinion. Now, the one thing that does bother me are my peers. It's not too often that my peers come at me a little bit. Michael Bisping kind of it seems to be he's hinting. He wouldn't say my name, but he seems like he hinted around, some analysts or color guys that were hard on Tom, which I think is hilarious. That Bisping has anything to say. This is the same guy, people, that spent the last 4 years. He's blind in one eye. He has been since he took the spinning heel kick from Vitor Belfort, and he shouldn't have been able to fight. But him and his coaches and his doctors, he paid a lot of people off, gamed the system so that he was able to fight blind in one eye. He won the UFC title and beat Anderson Silva and beat Dan Henderson in a rematch blind in one eye. You're going to sit up there and say, I'm too hard because I've thought that Tom could have fought with one eye? The guy with one eye that won the title is going to sit up there and say, well, I just can't believe we expect him to fight with one eye. Well, you did it.
Anthony.
And then Matt Brown was and I love Matt Brown. So I can't come at Matt Brown at all. I love Matt Brown. But he kind of came at me a little bit. And so I texted him yesterday and I said, really, bro? What are we doing here? I mean, I appreciate the grace. You were very nice about it, but you did come at me a little bit. And he said, well, this and that. And I said, Matt, I've listened to everything you said. And the whole time I was listening to it, I kept thinking to myself, would Matt Brown have continued fighting? And you know what his response was? I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I would have kept fighting. Then what are we doing here?
I apologize in advance because I knew, okay, Anthony's going to go off. So
sorry for the rant.
My apologies in advance for leading you down there. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Huskers finding a way last week, and then we'll set up hour number 2 here with Anthony Lionheart Smith on Lionheart Live.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Time to go back into the Lion's Den. This is Lionheart Live with your host, Anthony Smith.
Final segment of hour 1. Anthony Lionheart Smith. Before we get too far in it, and I guess hour 2, we can jump into the Huskers and a little bit more of the mindset and how when you're facing a USC, that's a program that's got some legacy to it. But can I ask you before, in this short segment, we got 4 minutes, but can I ask you about Mackenzie Dern and her and winning a title? What are your thoughts on Mackenzie Dern and now world champion Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah, it's a really fun story to follow. Her dad is a multiple-time world champion jiu-jitsu player, and he had a daughter, and she ends up being a multiple-time jiu-jitsu world champion. Really highly touted when she came into the UFC, and these two actually fought long time ago, early on in both their UFC careers. Mackenzie got a hard-fought, really close decision win. Since then, Virna Jandiroba looked really good. Since then. Mackenzie Dern was 5-4 since then. She's been up and down, just barely over 500. But she'd been through a lot of personal struggles. She had moved, she had changed gyms, she had gotten married, had a child, and then went through a really nasty divorce. And she spoke very publicly about the issues and the struggles in her divorce. Or everyone's got a story about her ex-husband's getting a bunch of money out of her and struggles, and sitting in court proceedings talking about how much money he's going to need when she wins the title. Like, it's just, I've said this on here to you before, that if your personal life isn't in order, it will show its ugly face in your fighting career. You can do a lot of other sports and have a lot of turmoil happening in your personal life, but in this game, it will always show its ugly face. There's one exception to that rule, and that's John Jones. It's almost like he performs better the crazier and more turmoil he has in his life.
Yeah.
But he's the exception. He's not the rule. So seems to be that she's got everything on the straight and narrow. She's back with Jason Perillo. And man, I thought she looked really, really good. Physically, she looked different. She looked lean and strong. She's had some weight cutting issues in the past. There was none of those. She looked ultimately prepared. And listen, it was a close fight, but it was very clear who wanted it more, and she was pushing hard, and she was burning the boats, and Virna Jandiroba was trying to be super tactical and kind of avoid a fight, and Mackenzie was doing all she could to start one.
Yeah, it was, that was an emotional win.
Well, you remember when she fought Jessica Andrade?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, she looked like this isn't something that she's going to be doing for work very much longer. She looked terrible. She was rolling around. Andrade was just dropping absolute hammers on her. She looked really bad. So if you look at that snapshot and then see what we've seen on Saturday night, you're right. It was an emotional, inspiring performance, and someone who kind of went through some adversity in their life, and it showed itself in her, in her work. And then now that she's been able to clean it up and seems to be kind of running on autopilot now, she's kind of in cruise control. She looked really good. So when I see her, I'll be happy to just give her a hug because she deserves all of her flowers right now.
Yeah, that victory, there's a lot of friction that had to take place for that. That'll be it for hour 1. Come back hour 2, Lionheart Live here on the Ticket.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com. Celebrate Halloween with the Lincoln Stars a day early on Thursday, October 30th as the Stars host the Sioux City Musketeers. Wear your favorite costume to the game as there's a contest for both adults and kids with prizes for both age levels. Also, it's a Chuck-a-Puck night and PBR beers are 2 for $6. It's Halloween Eve at the Icebox on Thursday, October 30th versus the Sioux City Musketeers. Get your tickets today at lincolnstars.com. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Score big with rebates up to $2,000 on the Kawasaki NAV, Kawasaki's first ever fully electric personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. Be the first to NAV your neighborhood. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location, where they can't wait to get you set up for football season.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Shweso Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Shweso Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at shweso.com. That's SCHWISOW.com. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal in a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Hey guys, it's Nick. High school football postseason action is already here, and 93.7 The Ticket is bringing you all the hits starting this Friday. Join me and Jay Foreman from Malcolm High School as we broadcast Class C2 action with 11-seed Lincoln Lutheran doing battle against number 6 Malcolm. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage coming your way at 6:45 p.m. It's the first round of the high school football playoffs, and it's right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Step into the octagon if you dare. This is Lionheart Live with former UFC light heavyweight Anthony Lionheart Smith on 93.7 The Ticket. Lionheart Live is sponsored by Canopy Street Market, located at the corner of South Canopy and M Streets in the Haymarket. Here is your host, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
You folks are active. Hour 2, greatly appreciate it. 402-464-5685 is the Sauter Heyman text line. You want to reach out to Anthony, do so. Follow on all the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, Allo, Channel 961, Facebook, Ticket app. Bach, please, kind sir, to take us into hour 2. Pay the bills.
Yes, it's the noon hour here at the Ticket. That means it's lunchtime, and lunch hour is sponsored by our friends at Mulberry Barbecue, now with 2 locations at 11th and Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, right off of Highway 2 by Lowe's. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Try their burnt-in sandwich, a brisket burrito, barbecue nachos, a full slab of ribs, a half-smoked chicken, and much, much more, plus incredible sides. Get fueled for lunch today or make dinner plans at Mulberry Barbecue, again, located at 11th in Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, just off of Highway 2 by Lowe's.
Thank you, kind sir. Greatly appreciate it. Anthony Lionheart Smith. Kind sir, we built up last week for the Huskers that it's a statement of culture and integrity and heart. And I think we were fair in doing that. I think we were asking questions to try to identify who these players were, who this team was, who this program is. What statement was made Saturday in your mind by the Huskers in their win at Memorial Stadium?
There's some mental toughness there. Again, I'm not a football coach. I'm not the genius that you are in terms of techniques and the skills.
Don't do that. I don't need that.
I watched the entire game paying attention to effort.
Mm-hmm.
And it was there. I seen the effort. What did you think?
Well, here's what was interesting.
It's a tough team too.
Yeah, that smart athletes. I've said all the time that I would take a smart athlete over a talented athlete.
Always.
Right? That okay. Your ability to learn is your ability to be coached and for you to adapt and for you to adjust. So when you face a Northwestern team that quite frankly had no fear of you, those days are done. And then turn it into a slugfest and then show that they were willing to take blows to give blows. But when linemen start to fall from injury and the backup linemen come in and they fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fight. It's right that, you know what? I didn't expect to be in this fight. I didn't expect to play today. I didn't expect to be in
But I'm going to fight.
I'm going to fight you. And there's something to be said for a quarterback with talent who also has fight. There's a lot to be said for a quarterback who listen, we put a lot on Dylan Raiola that he's not even a part of, right? He has no say-so in what we think about him. But in critical moments, critical mass, in crunching time, Dylan Raiola stood up and said, "Ride with me, ride with me."
And when he wants it in his hands, I don't know that I don't know that we're making a big enough deal of that, because it would be so easy for him to hand it off or just throw quick outs to the corner and just put it in the receiver's hands and say, I threw it, he didn't catch it. Like, I'm just managing the game. But he wants it. He wants it because he believes in himself, and that, especially at his age, is that transcends deeper than football.
Yeah.
That if he never plays an NFL snap in his life, whatever he is going to do, he's going to be successful at, because of that mindset right there. He wants it in his hands at the biggest moment when the pressure is the highest and the heat is turned all the way up. He's not running out of the kitchen. And you can think of every great athlete you can think of. They have that mindset. Tom Brady, every single time it's hot and the game is on the line, he wants the ball. Kobe Bryant wants the ball. LeBron wants the ball. Probably gonna miss it, but wants the ball.
he can't help it.
I can't help myself. But he has that championship mindset. No, you got to have the talent and everything else that goes along with that, and he's got to continue to develop. And I hope he sticks around. But he has it. He has it. Whatever it is, he has it.
Yeah, it's interesting that I was present enough to not think about whether Dylan stays or not, because I didn't think that enough had been done or accomplished to have that conversation. That you stay until you're ready.
Right.
And you stay until the job is done. And I don't think he's accomplished what he came to accomplish here at Nebraska. I don't think he's done that yet. And whatever that is, whatever he came to accomplish, whether it's changing the image, changing the reputation, changing the narrative and the conversations, changing the access. Well, he's done that, but I don't know if winning a Big Ten title is in his list of things to do at Nebraska. I don't know if beating a Power 5 team, a top 10 team, is in his list of things to do at Nebraska. I don't know what it's going to take. But what I know is that he has no fear of failure. He pursues the friction anyway. He knows it's coming. He knows it's tough to be the face of Nebraska, right? He knows, look, he's behind the wheel of the biggest machine in the state of Nebraska. And he knows it. He knows that people are going to talk about him that haven't done what he's done, hadn't been where he's been, hadn't accomplished what he's accomplished. And he's willing to accept it and say, you know what? I have to be better at this. For all of us, I have to be better at that. That gives me all the hope in the world that this thing is in the right hand.
No, I'm 100% with you. And I that might be the first time I've ever said it out loud that I hope that he stays. And I'm not saying, because I don't think he'll go somewhere else. I don't see him being a guy that's going to jump in the portal.
Right.
But he is absolutely on his way to being a draft ready quarterback. He's not there yet. He's not there, but he's quickly approaching. The one thing that does save us is the NIL, if I'm being honest. Because if he's still got a little bit of room, and if he's got a lot of room to grow still, and that can be done at Nebraska, why would you take a pay cut to go to the NFL? There'd be no reason to.
The fact that the pay cut is just.
Yeah, sorry, DP. Am I pretending? Are we supposed to be still pretending?
No,
are we speaking facts here and telling people the truth? He makes more money right now, and he would next year than he would make in his first couple years in the NFL. So why don't you just stay here? Right now he's the catfish in a frog pond.
Yeah,
here in Nebraska, he's the big man on campus, and he's continuing to get better. So just keep doing that for another season. Selfishly, of course I'm going to tell you that because I want you to stay. But I'm still telling the truth, though.
Dylan, you're doing pretty well here, aren't you? Why would you leave and go and be?
You want to be the little fish in a big pond right now. You're not quite there yet. You still
wanna
got a lot of developing you can do. Make a whole lot of money. Continue this uprise that we have going on in Nebraska, and continue to be a catfish in a frog pond.
Anthony Smith, recruiter for Nebraska football.
I'm just saying. I'd love to hang out with him.
Well, I mean, I think you have access, sir.
Yeah, but listen, I'm an old man now. These young kids don't want to hang out with me.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Plus, I'll get them in trouble.
You're
still competing. I'm retired.
You'll tell them things. You will tell them things along the way. And, listen, Mark Manning wants you around. As a matter of fact, he's already said he's going to have you lead them out of the tunnel.
Dude,
so
that is a dream come true for me. That is a dream come true. When he sent me the text,
yeah,
I wish you could have seen the look on my face when I read that text was coming from Mark Manning. I was like a little kid in the candy store, and I ran to my wife, and she was like, "No, he didn't. He didn't text you." I was like, "Yes, he did. He's talking to me. He even knows it's me."
He's like, "Yeah, no, we need Anthony to lead us out of the tunnel. He needs to go to the tunnel walk with us." I'm like,
"That's what I'm talking about."
Yeah, that's a thing, bro. That's a thing. As a matter of fact,
you wouldn't be able to fit my ego in a room. Like we need a bigger studio with the ticket if that happens.
Well,
you need to be able to fit my big head in there.
Yeah, I hate to say this to you though, but what if you were invited to ride with them to Tulsa for the national duels?
I wouldn't make it. I'd die. I'd have a heart attack. Yeah, I'd have a heart attack.
I'm just gonna let you walk.
That would be, you know what? That would be a really, really weird situation though.
Why?
Obviously, I'm a huge. You're talking about the Oklahoma State duels, right?
The national duels.
Oh, you're talking about national duels. Okay, okay. Well,
duels.
remember we had talked about me coming to the was it Oklahoma State?
Yeah. Oklahoma State at Devaney, but the national duels,
right.
That's big national open.
Yeah. I was thinking Oklahoma State. I didn't hear you say duels, but remember we were talking about me coming to the Oklahoma State duels with them. And remember, I'm friends with David Taylor.
Yeah.
So I would be in the biggest, reddest Nebraska shirt, hat, pants, shoes, and flexing on David from across the map. I would distract him.
That's what they asked for. That's what they asked for. They've got the gear picked out for you.
I would be the most obnoxious Nebraska fan, and I would send David Taylor text messages the whole time, just so he could feel his phone vibrating in his pocket. Because he's going to look at it in between matches and be like, "You're trash, bro. They're all trash." I'm gonna heckle the referees. They might throw me out.
I'm a little upset because their season opens Sunday in Annapolis, Maryland. They're going to the Naval Academy.
Yeah. And
I'm going to be in DC until Saturday and then come back for the USC game. And let me tell you, there was I have a wedding to go to in Denver on Sunday. Those two things.
Who's getting married?
So it's a young lady that I helped raise.
So no one important. You could skip it.
Right, to ask that question, and then here's the other part.
I'm just playing.
But her brother is a kid that is being recruited by Nebraska.
Oh, so he don't want to go either. He wants to come to the duels. Or he wants
let me tell you, Mom just texted. I'll read it. Jane will kill me for reading it, but it's, hey, he really wants to come to the USC game and then to travel with you to Denver the next day. And she's like, yeah, but he's 16, so I can't. I was like, oh, man, this is.
You're like, that's weird because I'm not going to be in Denver. I'm going to be in Maryland. Does he want to go to Maryland, though?
No, well, that's the real, I'm just like, okay, it's the last year. And this is a kid that just got offers he spent last week in Notre Dame with Freeman, and Freeman's like, yeah, you're my guy. He spent a week with Jason Taylor down in Miami. He got offers from Ohio State, Michigan and Georgia all at the same time that you got the offer from Nebraska. And this is the chance for me to be in the room with the kid for a day.
You could be on a flight all day to Maryland.
Bruh.
You get him stuck in an airplane. He can't even run from you.
People do not understand the dilemma that a part of me was just like, no.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I hear no dilemma. I see a quick path.
Like, do I recruit? Like, this
you know what? I'll recruit him.
I'll bring him.
Give me his number.
I will bring him to you.
Text me his number. I'll call him.
Like
he'll show up looking like a hostage. Mr. Smith said I had to come here.
Here's the thing.
Where do I get my books? I don't know what to do.
Oh man, this is the part people don't understand. Like, I'm trying to not be a part of the process because I want the young man to choose what he wants to choose. And I tried to hand deliver this generational edge to Nebraska before anybody else got their claws in him. It didn't necessarily go the way that I thought it should. And in the meanwhile, the rest of the country was just like, oh, this is a dude. I literally shared this guy with Bach 7-8 months ago to say, here's a kid that would fit in. And we went through the process. And it took, but in the meanwhile, Oregon, USC, so the top 8 programs in the Big Ten Conference and the SEC and the ACC have all offered the kid since he visited Lincoln, Nebraska last summer. Nebraska makes the offer, and then the wedding comes up, and I'm just like, oh
no.
Awkward.
Listen, I do disagree with something you said. You want to let the process work out, and you want him to decide for himself. He is 16 years old. If he knew what was good for him, he'd be living by himself already. What he wants right now doesn't matter. You got to get him to Nebraska. You're going to get an education. You're going to be a part of a legendary program. Lincoln, Nebraska is super safe. It's a great place to be if you're a teenage boy going into college. There's worse places. You want to send your kids to Austin? That's my biggest fear. My oldest daughter wants to play volleyball in Texas. No. It's actually not the program that I have a problem with, because that's not we're not with them anymore. So I don't really care about Texas. What I don't want to do is send my teenage daughter to her freshman year of college in Austin, Texas. You ever been to Austin?
Yeah. I've spent.
I don't know if they do anything but party. I don't know how anybody gets anything done there.
I have done way too much.
Yeah,
in Austin, Texas.
Me too. Any place that I want to go, she can't go. That's the rule. If I would go there and say, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good time," you can't go. You're not allowed to go there. I'm gonna end up sending her to like Minnesota or something.
Oh, she's gonna be there.
She's gonna be in Nebraska.
She'll be a Husker. Jalen and I were talking last night, literally last night. So and I'm just gonna make this statement to you, Anthony.
Wherever I go, though, we know that my kids all know this rule. Wherever you go to college, I'm coming too.
Well, I guess you're moving to Lincoln.
So see, that's a much easier move. I can just get a place there and
moving to Lincoln. It's
fine.
Talking to Jalen last night. But I have to forewarn you, Jalen. There's several young ladies on the volleyball team that are amateur baker women. They bake goods, and I introduced them to Marcy.
Okay.
And Marcy made a kit. Now Jalen.
Wait, they didn't eat mine though, right?
Jalen.
Who ate it?
Jalen said that you should have to take one for the team.
What do I got to do?
You got to give up your box to the volleyball girls.
Nah.
Listen, you can't have it all. Somebody just told me you can't have it all.
No. I can, and I'm absolutely going to have it all. No. First of all, and there might be only one player that I would give my box up to. My sweet treats from Marcy. There's only one. But she probably doesn't want it anyways.
I don't know. She may have had it.
Do you think Andy Jackson would take my sweet treats?
I think that she enjoyed the box that Marcy sent to Jalen Reyes.
No. See, this is where you guys put me in a rough spot. Now I'm in a bad spot here. If it's just the players, by the time my kid gets there, it won't matter. So they can be mad at me. That's
Bach,
fine.
and Bach can,
But Jalen's different. Jalen's different.
All of this that the box was here, and then Jalen sent one of his interns over here to pick up Bach.
I've never sent an intern to pick up my treats. I come in person.
I'm just letting you know.
So when you talk to Jalen again, you let him know. At least I showed up and picked it up myself. I didn't send an assistant or an intern.
Yep, he said there's some 6'5" guy came here and picked up that box of goodies, and yeah, I'm just
listen. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there next week.
Okay,
I'm gonna make it up to Marcy.
Okay,
we got a lot of people we're gonna see next week.
Yeah. You got there's a tattoo artist, local tattoo artist.
So see, remember I asked for that.
Yep.
Who found that? Who was doing that one?
Becky with the hookup. Becky came through.
Okay, Becky came through. So I need to see. I want to come in. I want to do. We get to do our episode. I'll roll down the street.
Yep.
I'll get tattooed, and then I'll go home. We'll just make it a deal.
Yep. And then Elena from the Upside Bar, who says she's like, nope, I know Anthony. This is good. This is good.
Great.
Yep. So your fan club here in Lincoln, they're active. It's growing, but
Do we got anything fun from the text line? Speaking of.
Oh no, we've been having our own conversations.
I know.
We'll throw it to break, because they're like DP is recruiting again. We'll throw it to break. Yeah, it's a full thing. More Lionheart Live here on the ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Score big with rebates up to $2,000 on the Kawasaki Nav, Kawasaki's first ever fully electric personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. Be the first to nav your neighborhood. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location, where they can't wait to get you set up for football season.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies and it will be windy. Afternoon high around 53. Tonight, mainly clear skies with light wind. A low around 33. And tomorrow, widespread frost in the morning. Otherwise, mainly sunny with a light breeze. A high near 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week,
an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
There's always a new experience to be had at Arbor Day Farm in Nebraska City. From events, adventures, wine tastings, or the Discovery Ride, you can never get tired of seeing what the property has to offer. Make a weekend out of it by staying at the Leith Lodge and enhance your stay with their special packages that include luxurious treatment. Learn more or book your adventure today online at arbordayfarm.org.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Time to go back into the lion's den. This is Lionheart Live with your host, Anthony Smith.
Welcome back. We have one more read here, don't we?
We do.
We do, in fact. Pay the bills, sir.
Yes, today's show is sponsored by Schweizos Construction, where safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Schweizos is hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back on and off the job site. Apply today at Schweizo.com. 40 years strong in business. Schweizo Construction.
Thank you, kind sir. Anthony, here's the question that was posed to me, so I will share it with you. We need for you to put on your matchmaker's hat and create, based on current situation and circumstance in the fight game. Can you come up with a 4-fight main event card in the UFC? Four fights that you think absolutely should happen.
I would say Ilya Topuria versus Islam Makhachev, if Islam is to be successful in his venture at 170. Well, I guess it didn't really matter because it would be at 155. So, yeah, that fight for sure has to happen.
Does it happen at 155?
Yeah, I think so. It's got to. Ilya's too small to go all the way to 170 for that.
Okay.
I still really like the John Jones Alex Pereira fight. That still gets talked about from time to time. They were actually just tweeting back and forth at each other.
Isn't
very respectfully.
Is that which one, if more likely to happen, Pereira Jones versus Aspinall Jones, which one is more likely to happen?
Pereira Jones is probably way more likely. Because John respects Pereira, and he doesn't respect Aspinall at all.
Which one would be more money?
Pereira Jones.
Fair.
Because
fair.
Pereira's a bigger draw than Aspinall is. So it's 2. I would say I really would like to see. I mean, Merab is obviously just killing it right now, but Merab Dvalishvili versus Alexandre Pantoja. I would love to see Pantoja move up because neither one of those guys have had any real serious challengers in a while. So that one would be.
Seems to be a common thread that within these divisions, the division kings and queens are dominant, and then it's kind of a mishmash of people behind, and you're trying to find the perfect matchup.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one is easy: Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, is that a standalone main event to itself, or is that?
Oh, that's a pay-per-view main event for sure.
So it's a pay-per-view main event. Does it need, let's say, another small division champion to go with it?
Yeah, you would probably. Probably.
Right?
Probably.
Like
because there's a good chance. The only reason you say that is because there's a good chance one of those girls smokes the other one. Depends on which Amanda Nunes shows up. If the Amanda Nunes shows up that fought Chris Cyborg, it'll be a short night for Kayla Harrison.
Yeah.
So you want to have like a real competitive title fight too, because there's a good chance that fight's not competitive.
Ooh. So you think that the game has not caught up to Amanda Nunes yet?
I don't know. It's possible, but I hear that she never really stopped training. That she's always been training. She's always working out. She's always in the gym because she ain't got nothing else to do. She's just rich with all the time in the world on her hands. So that's what she does. But is she fight training or is she just training? Sounds like she's been skill building and trying to get better. Because I think this whole time she's planning on coming back. I think she just had to take a step away and just let the division create its own stars, and then she comes back and just rakes it in again. So really your options are she could fight 4 people or 5 people.
Who are those people?
Well, she could. I'm just saying she could have defended 4 or 5 times before she got to a Kayla Harrison, and who knows? Like, who knows how good Kayla was going to be? But she's going to make the amount of money off of fighting Kayla Harrison. She'll make that. She'll make more on that fight than she would in 4 title defenses of other people.
Is that what if you took the winner of Weili and Shevchenko and put that on the same card?
That'd be a good. Well, they need a dance partner.
Is there anybody in play that? I mean, is that a Mackenzie Dern? Is that a what do you think happens?
Well, if Weili wins, then she'll stay at that weight class. So that's the weight class above. So, and then Shevchenko can't come down to 115. She won't make it. So it depends on who wins. If Weili loses and comes back down, you can absolutely do Zhang Weili versus Mackenzie Dern. That sells for sure.
And if Shevchenko wins and Amanda wins,
she ain't got no, because they're too far apart now. They've already fought twice.
Yeah, but it just Dana's been known to just go screw it. Let's put.
Well, they were both competitive fights. They're both close fights,
right?
And Amanda won them both. But Amanda's also the 145-pound champion at one point in time. She's not a small girl, and I don't mean that in any kind of disrespectful way. Like, she is in shape, but she is not a 125-pound girl. She
walks around 175, 180.
She's probably 170 for sure.
Yeah.
So does Kayla Harrison. She's 180 pounds.
Yeah,
flat stomach, toned,
yeah,
ripped up, but she's 175, 180 pounds. And they just get themselves down to 135. And that's so smart of Amanda too, because Amanda could have had that fight at 145 and she chose not to. She said, I want to go to 135. That's my division. But really, there's some gamesmanship there because she knows how hard it is for Kayla. It's harder for Kayla to get there than Amanda. Kayla's only done it twice. ever.
You forget this was the story that at a UFC event many moons ago, before we really knew what we knew. I'm in the room, and I'm standing there with Becky, and Misha Tate's in the room, Holly Holm's in the room. There's some fighters in the room, and they're sitting at a table to herself is this woman, and I walk over to the table just to introduce myself because I'm curious. I'm like, who are you? And she goes, yeah, my name is Amanda Nunes. And I was like, it is nice to meet you, because I don't know who's next, but you right after them.
Right.
Because presence. I've been around a ton of fighters. There was nobody, not Rhonda, none of them had Amanda's presence. It's like she was just lurking. Like she knew she was the next good big thing. Everybody else didn't know it. Craziness.
When I met Amanda Nunes, this would have been 2010, 2009, maybe. Amanda Nunes spoke not a single word of English. Now she's translating for her Brazilian teammates, which is crazy. But she spoke zero English. She hadn't been in the country that long. Her girlfriend, who is Nina Nunes, previously was Nina Ansaroff, was fighting in an amateur show in St. Joe, Missouri. Nina and I had like the same guy kind of helping us get fights. And I had a friend that was also fighting on that card. So we just kind of met up because we had the same person that kind of hooked us up. And Amanda was there, and you're right. Even then, she had this weird presence about her, like super intense. But if you could get her to smile, it was like a light it's like it goes off and it just lights up everything that's around. She's got just an infectious smile and laugh, but super intense. And Nina goes in, fights, and at the time Nina spoke a little like enough Portuguese to have a conversation, but it was even apparent then, like, oh, these two are going to be together forever. Like they just got along, and now it's crazy to see. Now they're, they both fought out their careers, and Amanda's coming back, and now they got a couple kids, and it's cool. It's a cool story.
Can I ask you about the Apex and the fights that are staged there?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I say this as kindly as I can say it? That I always feel like those fights should be bigger than they are. They're like next week's fight, there's a 3 versus 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the main event at the Apex, which is weird to me. So explain to me how a 3 and a 4 are fighting at the Apex, and it's in the early version of the prelims of a card at the Apex. What's the thinking?
Okay, who is the 3 and 4?
I looked at it because it was a couple.
Remember what division it is?
It's the ladies, and I just thought.
Well, okay, you don't have to look. You don't have to look any further. I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, let me pull it up because
this whole
the main event is Garcia versus Onama, and it's 12 versus 13. There's a 6 versus 9 in the heavyweight division that you need to push some folks up there. So I get it, but they're buried in the prelims is Ketlin Vieira and Norma Dumont.
I believe they both lost their last fights. Ketlin Vieira definitely did.
But she
Norma
fought.
Dumont.
Did she fight for the title?
No, Ketlin lost to. I think her last fight she lost to. Who were we just talking about? Why did I just lose her name? She's fighting Amanda.
She lost to Chiazon.
Oh, she lost to Macy. That's right.
Yeah.
And actually, Norma might be coming off a win, to be fair. Not 100% sure about that. But listen, this isn't just about your accomplishments in the wins and losses. It's about your performances. Everybody forgets that this is sports entertainment. But these are all real. These are all real fights. These are all real things happening. But you also have to entertain.
Yeah, they're both coming off wins. So they're both coming off wins.
Yeah, but I would imagine they're decisions. If I just had to guess, I don't know, but I would guess they're both decision wins. And they're not the most fan appealing styles.
Okay.
Steve Garcia versus David Onama is a barn burner. Heavyweights that are ranked in the top 10, likely going to see a finish. Main event, likely going to see a finish. That's what it's about. It's about chasing finishes. Look at the Contender Series. The entire thing is based around exciting fights and finishing people. That's what they want to see. I don't know that any fighter in the world needs any more of a clue than to see that Dana created an entire show that is nothing but based around finishes and excitement. If you win a fight and it's not exciting, he won't sign you. He will kick you to the curb and say, try again next time, young feller. Like, I don't know what other hint you need.
Yeah, it's
and look at my career. Look at my career.
Yeah.
I didn't go on 25 win streaks, but every fight I was in was exciting. I reached places in my career I should have never gotten to if you look at just the wins and losses. But it's how you do it. It's how you do it that matters. That's why I'm in the position I'm in right now.
And
I burnt the boats every single time. I realized that right away, DP. I realized right away, the first time, my very first bonus that I ever got from Dana, I got it personally from Dana, and I got double bonused. And it was off a loss. I took the hint right then. This guy doesn't really care if I win or lose. All he wants is to see me burn the boats and go for it. That's it. No backup plan. I'm not out here point fighting. Right then, he set the precedent for me right then and there. Said, okay, I made more money fighting and losing, getting a bonus. Significantly more money. He like quadrupled my paycheck with bonuses at the time. Like, okay, well then what do you want? Of course I want the title, but I also want to live the rest of my life not worried about a paycheck, or at least worried about where it's coming from. So I'll just do that thing, because that thing works for me right now, because I need that right now. And I just never got out of it. That's the problem. I just was never able to get out of that mindset. So when fights got boring or people started to boo, what did you see me do? I put my foot on the gas and I didn't lift until I see a checkered flag or Jesus. And we just go, because I know the bosses don't want to see that. I've never, ever in my entire UFC career, after that first bonus, never went home with nothing extra. Not once. Didn't happen one time. Not one time.
There you have it. There you have, like that really is, that's impressive. We'll throw the break. We'll close out Lionheart Live. We're gonna get his pick for Huskers in USC. We'll talk a little volleyball as well. And then a UFC card that, as he just said, it's not a bad card for an Apex coming up here in Las Vegas. We'll be right back.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Time to go back into the Lion's Den. This is Lionheart Live with your host, Anthony Smith.
Welcome back. Final segment, Lionheart Live for the week. Sir, when two name brands are put prime time on national television, and I don't mean like the cable national television, I mean NBC.
Mm-hmm.
And you put, this is a helmet game. This is where you just put the helmets on the screen. Everybody knows what you're talking about. They know what to expect. listen, one of these teams will have the opportunity to leave that field still in a Big Ten championship playoff eligibility conversation. How do you manage that, Anthony? How do you manage that for the players? How do you keep them? What's the focus going into that?
You just got to continue what you built on last week. You just got to keep fighting. You really do. It sounds super simple, but it's not easy. But you just got to go in and fight. You got to go in and play hard. We got to tackle better. That's probably the focus. Again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but that would be the focus for me. Because we're getting there.
Practice is tackling. Like come on. Tackling practice is wrestling. Like it at every level. And you're talking about violent big men tackling, trying to take down violent big men, right? What are the keys to that? Like, how do you process through that?
Well, you got to break down. Like, you remember when we played Cincinnati? There was a lot of over pursuing and a lot of we were there. We just weren't taking advantage of the moment. I seen a little bit of that last weekend, where we got to find the happy medium between effort and fundamentals. We can all streak to the ball, but you got to finish. Getting there isn't good enough. Because I didn't see any issue getting there. But you got to be fundamentally sound. You got to break down, and you got to make a fundamental football tackle. It's that simple. And I think if we do that, we'll be fine.
For takedown, for the mentality behind a takedown, and the shoot, the explosiveness of the shoot, the timing of the shoot, all of that. But finishing the takedown is the most difficult part of the takedown.
Well, you got to get your head on the ball and you got to run your feet. That's part of the problem, is we want to just grab onto people and then just drag along behind them. You got to get your head on the ball and you got to run your feet. You got to. That's the finish.
Yeah, I'm fully engaged at some point to get you in front of these football guys as well. Just to have that conversation. Because
I'll put on the pad. Let's go.
I don't think they. I know
you don't think they're gonna let me.
No. The insurance policy would go way up. We'll try to figure that. Listen, hugs and love to the family. Enjoy the volleyball weekend, and then you and I will get together and we will do this face to face next week here on the ticket. Thank you,
yes,
kind sir. Bach, appreciate you, brother. You've got it busy. Let the folks know. Preview who's in studio for Bach and the Black Shirt.
Yeah, Brian Schuster jumping in with Todd Euler here on a Window World Wednesday. Of course, the Black Shirt, the All-American Terrell Farley, as well as myself.
Don't go anywhere. The ticket live this afternoon.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of